It's drama.
What are you guys doing?
Pigs are taking over the show.
You'll never get away with it.
It's music.
Ow, 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 ow.
It's romance.
Let me take you away from all this. A marriage made in heaven, a frog and a pig. We could have bouncing baby figs.
It's time to play the music. It's time to light the light. It's time to meet the Muppets.
It's Muppet Mania. First, it's the Muppet Review. Kermit and Fozzie recall their most memorable moments with all your favorite characters. The Swedish Chef. Dr. Bunsen Honeydew.
Is there a gorilla in here?
Along with Paul Williams, Harry Belafonte, and Rita Moreno. And of course, Miss Piggy and the rest of the gang. And the continuing story of a love so true, a love that's withstood the test of time, the Kermit and Piggy story.
I'm mad about that frog.
Join Raquel Welch, Loretta Swit, Tony Randall, and Cheryl Ladd as they celebrate the love story of the century. And for the kid in us all, it's Children's Songs and Stories with the Muppets, featuring John Denver, Julie Andrews, Brooke Shields, Twiggy, Charles Aznavour, and Sing Along with Judy Collins.
I don't know why she swallowed that fly.
I guess I'll die.
And finally, it's a lyrical spring with rock music with the Muppets. Jam with Alice Cooper, Linda Ronstadt, Deborah Harry, Ben Vereen, Helen Reddy, Leo Sayer, Paul Simon, and many others. So join us for the one, the only, the Muppets.
Playhouse Video grants you a very special wish. The entire collection of Faerie Tale Theatre presentations is now available on videocassette. This classic series is filled with wonderful stars and magical stories. Stories your children will love at least as much as you do. After all, who could resist falling under the spell of bewitching Joan Collins and witchy Joan Collins? Cooking up a delectable treat for Hansel and Gretel.
Please don't eat my brother. Oh, stop sniveling. There's work to be done. Brother.
It's all here, from the breadcrumbs to the cottage good enough to eat. Joan Collins and Joan Collins in Hansel and Gretel. Gregory Hines and Ben Vereen strut their stuff in Puss in Boots, proving that clothes make the cat.
You've got finery, I've got rags. Where's my finery?
That's included in my plan, Master.
And that a well-dressed cat can be a man's best friend. Take one lovely young girl, one crab of a stepmother, and two largely unappealing stepsisters. Add a touch of Jean Stapleton's magic.
Who are you? Honey, I'm your fairy godmother. Didn't you see me poof?
And have a ball. Jennifer Beals and Matthew Broderick do.
Do you know anything about kissing?
I'm almost certain it has something to do with the lips.
In Cinderella. Malcolm McDowell gets his licks in as a wisecracking wolf.
Now there's a tasty little dish.
With an unappetizing sense of humor.
Nice stitching, and I must say on you it looks positively scrumptious.
But Mary Steenburgen will serve him his just desserts in Little Red Riding Hood. He's refined.
Positively sublime.
He's stylish.
We may have the smallest army in the land, but by God, it's the best dress.
And he's about to be taken for every penny.
The cloth has the miraculous ability of appearing invisible to anyone who is unfit for office or unquestionably stupid.
Art Carney and Alan Arkin reveal Dick Shawn in all his glory in The Emperor's New Clothes. Jeff Goldblum will blow you away as a big bad wolf, hungry for Stephen First, a yuppie pig with a taste for the good life.
I intend to be the richest pig in the world.
Well, that's what makes this country so great. Even a pig can become a millionaire.
Fred Willard is the pig with all the wrong moves. And Valerie Perrine is the object of his affection.
Tell me, Bacon Bits, where have you been all my life?
But Billy Crystal is the one who keeps the wolf away from the door.
Not by the hair of my chinny chin.
You keep saying that. What do you mean, chinny chin chin? What does it mean?
In The Three Little Pigs. We've pulled some strings to bring you Carl Reiner as Geppetto, the woodcarver swallowed by a whale.
I'm so tired of the seaweed. I'm tired of the seafood in general.
Lady Kazan is the Blue Fairy. And comedy star Paul Rubens is Pinocchio. Karen Black makes a splash in The Little Mermaid.
So, I suppose you'd like me to show you something in a nice pair of legs.
With Treat Williams and Pam Dauber getting along swimmingly in the tale of a selfless little maid of the sea. Gene Stapleton is just one of the big, and we mean big, stars in Jack and the Beanstalk.
Something bothering you?
Oh, I don't. Being a wicked giant is just kind of fruitless.
Elliot Gould also makes a large impression on Dennis Christopher in this tale of epic proportion. When 6 princesses are stepping out every night, and Dad is footing the cobbler's bill, there's bound to be trouble.
I demand to know why these stone slippers are worn through.
But Peter Weller looks in as a private eye, and with a little help from a magic cloak, he has Leslie Ann Warren wrapped in his arms in the Dancing Princesses. Magic is everywhere if you've got a genie on your side.
You are now my master, and I am here to grant you any wish that you may desire.
And the magic rubs off on Aladdin and his wonderful lamp, starring Leonard Nimoy, Valerie Bertinelli, and Robert Carradine. So you think being a princess is easy? Ellen Barkin doesn't.
When's recess?
No, child. Recess is for peasants. Homework is for princesses.
Not with Howard Hessman as a royal bane of a father.
Now you go to your room, you ungrateful child, before I get really angry and suspend your library privileges.
Oh, I wish.
But one day, the king decides to hold a palace laugh-off.
Now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our guest hosts for this evening. You know them, we love them. Let's have a royal welcome for the king and the princess. Come on!
And comedy becomes king in the tale of the princess who had never laughed. Handsome Christopher Reeve and lovely Bernadette Peters are under the spell of romance in The Sleeping Beauty.
You're too beautiful. You're too pure. You're too good. Do I dare to wake you to reality? Or am I dreaming now?
If you haven't seen your favorite fairy tale yet, hold on, because there are many more wonderful stars and stories in the Faerie Tale Theatre collection. Robin Williams and Terry Garr in The Tale of the Frog Prince. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, starring Elizabeth McGovern. Mick Jagger in The Nightingale. Shelley Duvall and Hervé Villechaize in Rumpelstiltskin. Gina Rowlands in Rapunzel. Tatum O'Neal in Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Christopher Lee in The Boy Who Left Home to find out about the Shivers. Susan Sarandon in Beauty and the Beast. Thumbelina starring Carrie Fisher. Liza Minnelli in The Princess and the Pea. Eric Idle in The Pied Piper of Hamelin. The Snow Queen starring Lee Remick and Harry Dean Stanton in Rip Van Winkle. Faerie Tale Theatre, stories to enjoy over and over again. Choose your favorites to love happily ever after. Available now from Playhouse Video at a castle near you. Playhouse Video presents fun, fantasy, adventure, and magic. It's big video entertainment for young people, family people, and people who like to have a good time, and it's specially priced for gift giving.
Yeah! The greatest mystery is right here, right under our feet.
And with that step, one of the greatest fantasy adventures ever filmed begins. Pat Boone and James Mason attempt the impossible in Jules Verne's classic thriller, Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Not even Jules Verne dreamed of anything like this.
But disaster movie expert Irwin Allen did. Walter Pidgeon, Joan Fontaine, Barbara Eden, and Peter Lorre go on an unforgettable voyage to the bottom of the sea. Directed by Irwin Allen, screenplay by Irwin Allen and Charles Bennett. Now, if you'd rather ride a raft to adventure, then sail down the Mississippi with Ron Howard in Mark Twain's classic tale of Huckleberry Finn. And more of Twain's tall tales await. It's the original, uncut, and beautifully restored version of The Adventures of Tom Sawyer.
Tell the gentleman your other name, Thomas, and say, sir.
Sir Thomas Sawyer.
Holy heart failure! The baddest bad guys in the world are trying to take over the planet.
We haven't one moment to lose.
Adam West and Burt Ward are Batman and Robin, fighting an all-star cast of terrifying tricksters in Batman. Fantasy fun mixes with a bit of magic when a favorite fairy tale comes alive with the music and lyrics of Rodgers and Hammerstein. Ginger Rogers, Walter Pidgeon, Celeste Holm, Leslie Ann Warren, and Stuart Damon star in Cinderella. Directed by Charles S. Dubin, teleplay by Joseph Schrank.
I believe, it's silly, but I believe.
A triple Oscar-winning film has become a beloved Christmas classic. Maureen O'Hara and John Payne wonder if there really is a Santa Claus in Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, it's just like I thought. You got a bad case, a very bad case of growing up.
A man with big dreams planted magic wherever he went. Dorothy McGuire, Joan Blondell, and James Dunn star in the Hollywood classic, A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. Screenplay by Tess Schlesinger and Frank Davis, and directed by Elia Kazan.
Those clouds up there look to me like the map of the British Honduras.
He has interesting friends, a unique dog, and winning ways.
We're going to project your faults onto a screen.
He's a boy named Charlie Brown.
If I don't find out what happened to Snoopy, I think I'll go out of my mind.
What happened to Snoopy, the world's most independent dog? It's a mystery for all the Peanuts gang to solve in Snoopy Come Home.
I'm just a rag dolly.
For big adventure for little people, Playhouse Video brings you the musical adventures of Raggedy Ann and Andy. And watch out, 'cause here come the littles, those tiny people who find themselves in big trouble.
Quick, under the rug.
So gather up all the fun and fantasy you can. Playhouse Video has a specially priced video adventure for everyone.